Hey guys, so I'm back to do this video because I figured, like I said, I'm gonna ultimately make this channel about stuff I'm into and about me. So what I figured I wanted to do was, I decided I was going to do a video, and it's something that's very big in my life, and pretty much this is the video of why I am a Juggalo, as you got from the title of this video, My Juggalo Story. Now, first off, let me start off by saying, if anybody does watch the news, a lot of what's said is not true about Juggalos. More so, we are not a gang. That's first and foremost. We are not a gang. We are a bunch of people who get together. We listen to music, and we just happen to like the same music. And, we are the equivalent of the Kiss Army, of the Deadheads, of, whatever Lady Gaga calls her fans. That's us. We're a fan base who we like to wear the merch, we like to, support the group who we listen to. But my story starts in 1999, like 99-2000, my freshman year of high school. If you will, the prequel to this story is for the end of elementary school and all of middle school. I went to a school for kids with learning disabilities because I was diagnosed with a learning disability and classified by the state of New Jersey. Yeah. So I went to the school for 5 years.
Yeah, for real.
So my 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade was at this school. I graduated class of 1999 and got put back into mainstream school.
Just because those two
so I went to my high school, and I went to Scotch Plains Fanwood High School, and for that school, there's 3 schools that come into that high school. There's Park, there's Terrell, and there's St. Bart's. Now, especially being a freshman, you've got all the kids from the middle school who, they have their things from middle school. The Park kids ultimately thought I was from Terrell. The Terrell kids thought I was from Park, and while the St. Bart's kids, most of them had their nose up in the air anyway because they thought they were hot shit. So I was an outcast because ultimately, like I said, the kids from Park thought I was from either Terrell or St. Bart's. Terrell thought I was from Park or St. Bart's, and well, St. Bart's just knew I wasn't from there, so I was very depressed because I made friends so easily when I was in my other school, and I had friends all across the state. But around this point, it was hard for me to make friends because, like I said, all the stigma surrounding me. And I'm not gonna lie, I did contemplate suicide multiple times. There would be nights I would sit in my room and I would have a knife to my wrists, thinking to myself, that's it, I'm not gonna make any friends. One day, I'm walking to my locker and I hear music coming out of this one kid's locker. And I've passed him a few times, and I saw the clothes that he would wear, and I thought, oh, that looks cool. So, I heard him playing this music, and I had no idea who it was, or what album it was, so he's ultimately playing ICP, and he's playing the Great Malenko album. And the song specifically he was playing was Halls of Illusions. And I listened to it and I'm like, wait a minute. I'm starting to like this music, and I'm like, wait a minute, so they're talking about almost how I feel in a way. Excuse me. So I go and I start talking to this kid. I'm like, who is this? He goes, it's Insane Clown Posse. I'm like, really? Never heard of them. He goes, listen to them, man, they're good. So I start looking them up, and I start listening to them, and I start to get hooked, because I start listening to more and more of their music, and I'm like, wait a minute, this is how I feel. I feel like I'm an outcast. I feel like all this. And it took me out of that dark place. It really did. Now, fast forward in time. Any Juggalo out there, I don't remember the date right now, but fast forward to the American Psycho Tour. And I've gone through my ups, my downs. I've been through breakups. I've had my heart crushed. But I still never went back to that dark place, because I knew I had a family. I mean, I had my blood family, but I had this family. I had the Juggalo family. And mind you, I've gotten to see ICP a few times now in concert before the American Psycho Tour. I got to see them. My one boy got me tickets for my birthday. We went to Starland Ballroom to see ICP. Then, when I went with my brother to Bamboozle, we got to see them again. They were actually headlining on the one stage, and it's funny, I still remember, I want to say it was Wiz Khalifa, or somebody like that, was on the main stage, and we outdid the main stage, a little side stage, next to the wrestling ring, outdid, a major act, in amount of people there. Like, we were loud as hell. And that was actually, until American Psycho, Bamboozle was the closest I got to ICP. Even to the point to where it was almost as if like they knew. Like Jay and Shaggy were singing Homies, and Shaggy looked over to me and pointed at the one part, because they go, throw up the clown love sign, and I throw this up, and Shaggy just looks over off stage and goes. So now time goes on, time for the American Psycho Tour. So not only do I go, but I get for myself the VIP package. With that, I got the tour shirt, which actually I'm wearing for this video. I got a tour CD and a meet and greet. Now, the meet and greet was great. Very first person I went up to, and mind you, for this meet and greet, I got to meet Violent J, Shaggy Two Dope, Madrox, Monoxide Child, and Blaze Your Dead Homie. Little treat for me too, I also got to meet Corporal Robinson, to where him and I ultimately became boys after that. But
at least I could do it.
First person I went to was Jay. I got in his line for the autograph. And, the way that they do their meet and greets are like no other band out there that I've seen. Like, most bands, they're sitting at a table. You have to go up and you go one by one by one by one. You really can't do much. You really can't talk to them. There, they were scattered. You could go up, you could talk to them. When I went up to Jay, I told him my story. And I told him that when I found them, they saved my life. Jay gave me a big hug. Violent Jay just gave me a big hug and said, homie, dark days are gone. No more dark days. I looked at him and I said, no more, Jay. They're gone. As I'm going over to Shaggy, he turns and he goes, because he asked what my name was. I gave him my Juggalo name, which is Hatchet. He looks at me and he goes, yo, Hatchet, just remember this. When your day comes, I want to be able to be the first one to greet you and welcome you to Shangri-La. I looked at Jay and I said, deal. After that, I went over to Shaggy. Shaggy was kind of the same way. He was like, they're gone, bro. You're with us. Your family. Then I got to go on stage for for the final, for the Fago finale, which was great. That was so awesome. While I was doing the Fago Armageddon, Jay came over to me, and I got to sing part of the chorus with with Shaggy. So I'm sitting there going, with a bang, bang, say goodbye to everything. Your complete annihilation is the reason he came, and a pow, pow.
800.
Because it was bang, pow, boom. And it sounded like I'm throwing Fago into the crowd, and then as it's ending, Jay's getting ready to go off the stage. He sees me still on the stage, comes right over, again, gives me a big hug and a dap, and he goes, remember, homie, we're here for you. He goes, look out there. That's your family. We have your back. Don't ever feel like you need to end it. We are always there for you. So, ultimately, yeah, like 99, 2000 is when I became a Juggalo. And, I have my Hatchet Man pendant. And actually, I got this, which I need to get redone. There we go. Not the best. Hold on.
It's free to play.
There we go.
Oh, actually.
Don't know how well that's going to come out, but... But so, yeah, that's my story. Any other Juggalos who watch this, please comment. I want to hear your stories. I want to hear what got you in. I want to hear what got you down with the clown. I want to hear what brought you into the family. So everybody please like, comment, subscribe for more. And, there's only one way I can end this. And that's... Whoop, whoop!
I could walk you through it.
Peace, everybody.